the folk, the queen cause they need it most. Politics with the kings, about economic growth, cure PTSD.
Bring us as we're off in week 9. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback. Starting the drive with Algier. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for
those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Hawkins. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw again. And that is incomplete. Really did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Second, here's Algier. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
When the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Hawkins. That's thrown underneath Algier. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. It's It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The numbers for him from a week ago: 3 catches, 78 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Second down at 5. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. This defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
That one goes for 8 yards. The Raiders looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the...
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Second down and 7. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get up...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Time for another Falcon drive as we get a look at Kyle Pitts, the tight end. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff, you got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Falcons. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. They'll stick with Algier. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, helping good. And we are even at 10 apiece. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Tyler Algier and the rest of this offense making their return to the field. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Hawkins. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of the first down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Shoves him away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting...
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you are closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. To throw on 2nd down, Hawkins. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Second and 5 now. Fields. And it's complete to Adams. And he will have a first down as they're in the field goal range now at the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Fields. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Looking deep for Adams. Touchdown! Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So the drive's getting thing here late in the half. He'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he returns this to the 22. The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Fields steps away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble as 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 40 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Jacobs going to try the middle. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Falcons on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game. I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hawkins, catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Algier now up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A read option. Here's Algier. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's into the hand. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders have recovered. There are two words that we hear coaches say all the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. Shoves him aside. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it. They had control.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at it.
Waste of time. After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Marcus Epps there on the tackle. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on top of throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. There's that man again. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That'll put him right on the doorstep of a 200-yard game. He's at 199 as he picks up the first. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Hawkins. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Complete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Hawkins. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hawkins steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man. It's London. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. But no reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. They'll look to throw again. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On fourth down, Fields. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders trying about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Throwing on first down. Hawkins. That's caught by Pitts. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. And the Raiders have got him. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. Hawkins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams. His 4th touchdown of game, number 11 on the year. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Hawkins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Back to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Hawkins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball.
And this is caught at the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fields. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. Certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdowns.
The defense and take them out of the game.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Vegas Raiders. And when you break it down,
you see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo, Porsche, photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life, I've been to go get it. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, Porsche, photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, Porsche, photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, Porsche, photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.